4 psychological tricks to learn anything faster. Why you should learn faster. Hello again, this is Chad with Psychology Hack 101, your place to learn more about the brain and how you function. Please be sure to like, comment, and share this video as it helps us to reach more people just like you. It's never too late to learn faster. The earlier you start, the better. To help you get started, I'll share with you my favorite tips on how to learn faster. Develop a good mindset. Don't be discouraged if you have initial setback. It's natural, and it gets easier with time. Develop a good study routine. Eat lunch every day. Set aside some time to review your notes or study materials after each class, and get enough sleep. Make reading materials and videos easily accessible. You'll never be able to focus on learning if you don't have the right tools. Read articles online. Many websites will provide online articles that can help with certain topics about learning faster. And now, here are my 4 psychological tricks to learn anything faster. Let's jump in. Number 1, the Outliers Technique. Eliminate the extra mental workload to learn faster. The Outlier Technique is a technique that can be used to help you learn faster. It is a great way to eliminate the mental workload and focus on the most important information. The technique is based on the idea that when you are reading, you will find some words or sentences that are out of place. These words or sentences are outliers and they should be eliminated from your reading process because they do not provide any new information. The Outlier Technique can help with speed reading as it eliminates unnecessary mental workload. You will be able to focus more on what you read instead of trying to figure out what words or sentences are outliers and which ones should be ignored. The Outlier Technique has been mostly used in the field of literature or reading, with the idea that some outlying words or sentences are going to be a common feature of each book. Number 2, the spaced repetition technique. Memorize and recall information more quickly. The spaced repetition technique is a memorization technique that is used to remember information for a longer period of time. It has been proven to be more effective than other techniques, such as cramming or reviewing the material repeatedly. There are various methods of implementing the spaced repetition technique, but the most common one is flashcards. The user reviews these flashcards periodically throughout the day, and with each review, they increase the intervals between reviews by increasing the time interval or decreasing how many times they review it. For example, a user might start with a review every 10 minutes. As they process, they might progress to reviewing cards every 5 hours. This technique cues your brain on the importance of recalling the information. And number 3, the Deconstruction Technique. Break down complex topics into simple ideas. The Deconstruction Technique is a strategy for making complex topics simpler to understand. The Deconstruction Technique is a strategy for making complex topics simpler to understand. It's also a great way to make complicated ideas more accessible and digestible. The process involves breaking down the topic into smaller, easier to understand pieces and using visual aids as needed. The Deconstruction Technique is used in many different fields of study, including psychology, sociology, linguistics, philosophy, and mathematics. The Deconstruction Technique can be used in many ways to make difficult concepts easier to understand, to break down arguments into their component parts, to help students better understand what they are reading. And last but not least, number 4, the method of Lossy technique. Associate memories with familiar locations for retention and recall. The method of Lossy is a memory technique that uses spatial relationships to organize information in sequential order. It is also known as the journey method or memory journey. In this technique, the person imagines themselves walking through an imaginary location and associates each item in their mind with a specific place on the route. This creates a sequence that can be remembered more easily than if it were just memorized. This technique was first described by Cicero. It was originally used by orators to remember their speeches and recite them without error. What do you think of my 4 psychological tricks to learn anything? Have you ever tried them? We would love to hear how you learn and study in the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in to our video on learning anything. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We would love to see you in the next video. Until next time.